finito. They lose again, but credit to the Falcons, who refuse to quit in true Dan Quinn form. So much of the story, and I have a feeling back at our home in New York it is, Pat Shurmur and Eli Manning talking about curious calls, two-point conversions, etc. Take it away.
I felt good about the two-point play. You guys saw that. I think we got the ball in there, right? And we just didn't connect on it. So from a head coaching perspective, I want to be aggressive for our guys.
We liked our two-point plays, and got it, close to hitting that one, and we just, again, we got to execute that a little bit better. But if the coach says go for two, we go for two. We've been pretty good with the sneaks all year. Surprised.
It feels.
Reality bites, Odell. Another loss for the Big Blue. They're now 4-19 since the start of last season. Only the Browns have a worse record over that span. Let's be positive, though. We're here in London, beautiful River Thames, or as Nate says, River Thames. And we just want to talk good and bad from last night. But maybe let's put a positive spin on both sides of the ball, on both teams that played to wrap up Week 7. I'm going to show you guys a blind resume for mine.
What do you got?
Do it.
I want to compare what Matt Ryan is doing this season, because I feel like out of all the quarterbacks in the landscape and the ecosystem of the NFL, we do not talk about what Matt Ryan has done this year. 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, pretty much even Steven with whoever that is on the right. Any guesses?
I would Drew Brees.
Through 7 games.
Big Ben.
Who is it?
Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Phillip Rivers.
Blind resume reveal itself. It's 2016. That 2016 Matt Ryan is an MVP winning, league winning.
Phillip Rivers.
Blind resume reveal itself. It's 2016. That 2016 Matt Ryan is an MVP winning, league winning MVP. What?
So good at keeping secrets. I had no idea that was Matt Ryan.
He's way
Look
better.
at the numbers. He's having a better year this year than he was having in this same time.
It blew me away a little bit.
That year. And this is without Julio Jones and really getting him involved, though his impact on the field. Of course, you feel it, and Mohamed Sanu, everybody feels it on the field. They're now won 2 straight. They're turning things around. They're still very competitive. Imagine if they had Deion Jones and Keanu Neal and that defense that he had with the Falcons last year. I wish that one year they could just put it all together. Hopefully, they can still turn it around now.
I'm going to hit on that too, Kay. Great job with Matt Ryan, because he's having as good a year as Goff and Mahomes. And yet they've got 3 wins, so we're not getting all the talk. But I'm looking at that defense. This is a defense that was giving up 32 points per game going into last night. The Giants, with Odell and Beckham and all the offensive wizardry of Pat Shurmur, had 6 points with 5 minutes left to go in the game. They had 4 sacks last night, the Falcons defense. 2 from Grady Jarrett, 1 from Takk McKinley. They hit Eli Manning 8 times. They held Saquon Barkley, who went nuts on a Thursday nighter against the Eagles 2 weeks ago, to 43 yards on 14 carries. Wow. The defense stepped up. Look, we know this isn't the team we thought they were going to be in Atlanta. We knew that because they had all the injuries on defense. But they're now 3-4. And if they can scratch and claw and find a way to just get some of these wins, it's not going to be as pretty as it used to be, but they can get it done. The Atlanta defense, I see you, Marquand Manuel, Dan Quinn, way to step up. 6 points with 5 minutes left against that offense. Very impressive effort.
They're 3-4. In the Super Bowl year, they were 4-3. They're 1 off the pace. You know the 3 of their losses they have? A 1-point loss, an overtime loss, and a last play loss to the Eagles that they probably should have won. Matt Ryan, I thought that was amazing. The numbers of it. I feel like content-wise, Matt Ryan is like English food. Like, it gets a bad rap. People think it's flavorless and it's bland. Let me tell you, I've been getting after it. I had this mascarpone dessert last night that was at a ball game. I remember having a lemon chill. Delicious. Matt Ryan gets talked about 4th in his own division, and that's 5th if you count Ryan Fitzpatrick, and yet he's doing MVP numbers. They refuse to quit, and unlike that year, carrying the team. No Deion, no Keanu. It's really impressive. It's delicious,
and
actually.
He's almost trolling us by doing it without targeting Julio in the red zone.
Yeah. And
it's a thing now, right?
There's another guy that is there who was a major player then, Kyle Shanahan. Isn't there, and that was a big part of his success, right? It was like, what is he going to do about Kyle Shanahan? So I have to say, Sarkisian, I see you. I've been very critical of what he's been doing, but I see the creativity. Hit 10 different guys in this game. That's a big deal, similar to that season where everybody was touching the rock. But let me go to the other side of the ball. We're showing the Falcons I love, deservedly so, without missing those quick plays. I don't care about big numbers. I don't care if Sterling and Odell go for 150 each. Make the plays when you're supposed to make. And if a guy is wide open, throw deep and allow him to run underneath it and score a touchdown. That's what championship teams do, and they're not playing like a championship squad.
Really